Well, the kiddos are out of school for winter break, and you are already wondering, what can you do to keep them busy? Why not turn to a classic, everyone? Well, Barry Brown is here with us with his recipe for homemade gingerbread houses. Barry, it's good to see you. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you for having me. Happy holidays. The thing about this is it's not gingerbread.
Oh.
It's salt dough.
Okay.
Now, salt dough is the old style form of that kind of clay that you play with and press into stuff, but you can make it at home. You take some flour, and it's kind of an interesting ratio, and this is kind of fun for kids, I think. It has a little bit of math, a little bit of alchemy.
Love it.
You put a cup of flour. There
goes the cup of flour.
Half a cup of salt. Can you imagine a half a cup of salt? I love doing this for kids because they're like, wow, that's a lot of salt.
And they're going to love doing this too. And this is stuff we have at home, which is another plus.
And it's super inexpensive. And so then you do a half a cup of water.
Half a cup of water, okay.
Now this is the fun part for kids. And I don't know if you want to do this, but...
I'm okay.
You're all right.
Yeah,
you just kind of mix it with your fingers.
Okay.
And it becomes this dough.
I see that. Okay, starting to turn into
in a pretty
dough.
quick
Right
way.
on.
And so then this dough over here is stuff that I've colored with some food dye.
You colored the dough, okay.
Yeah, so it becomes these, different colors, and you can make different things. Like here's the presses that I found at the thrift store. These are gingerbread cookie house presses.
That's
and you can,
awesome.
You can press them into that. And then this house is one that I've done without color.
Yeah.
The white color is just the dough. And then I've made these little treats out of these like this is a little clay press.
Yeah, and I've seen some of these in the store, but the press, that would be hard for me to get. Wherever did you find them?
All of this stuff is from the thrift store.
No kidding, okay.
Yeah, and apparently people were jettisoning this stuff. It's cast iron cookie dough things.
I saw that, yeah.
A lot of silicone, like this is silicone now. And it's a little bit easier to get out. But how you do it is you press it in there. You put a little bit of flour on it so that it releases.
Got it, yeah.
And if it messes up, you just squish it again, and then you press it again. Now, I found these racks at the thrift store. You can see even have the tag on it.
Yes.
And what's great is that it gives air to the top and the bottom so that it dries nice and flat.
Smart,
and then you can assemble these. Now, it's not exactly protocol, but it's not food. You're not going to eat it because it has so much salt in it and it gets really hard.
Right.
I glued these with hot glue. You can see the hot glue here. But then I can glue these little treats on with
just
white
Elmer's
glue.
white school glue.
Yeah, and that's what I've done here. All these little treats. Now they look like treats, but
someone's
they're
going to try to eat
edible.
that.
And it's not like eating a pretzel. It is super salty.
Okay, so as soon as they try to eat it,
they'll realize
it's not edible.
But it's so much fun to play with.
Too.
And a kid can pour this stuff in, or even adults. And I'm actually going to have a make it, take it. You can check out my website, and I'm inviting people to come and make these or to assemble them, and even like these paper cut trees that I made.
And those are perfect too.
It's just
look how
fun stuff that you have at home.
Look how perfect those are.
Yay.
Exactly. I love that you've brought things we already have laying around at home. But Barry, I have to say that we always buy like the store-bought gingerbread houses. It's always a disaster. Like disaster with those.
Here's the thing about making stuff. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes patience. It takes courage.
I don't have the first two. I may have a little bit of courage.
How do you get those things?
You tell me, Barry. Give me some advice here.
You spend time doing it.
Okay.
And I think it'd be really fun. Now, see, I don't have kids, so maybe I have a lot more play than other people do. But to sit down at a table with a kid and say, look at this stuff, these ingredients, and we can mush this together. Yeah. And then they can come up with a thing like this, a real actual thing. Yeah. I think that'd be really fun for a kid.
It would be.
And to spend time together.
I think that's the idea,
nice?
Especially around the holidays when they're sitting around trying to find things to do. Just take a moment and spend some time with them and do something fun like this. Okay.
And it's funny, this sort of trend about ugly sweaters and stuff like that. If it's a disaster, isn't that kind of what an ugly sweater is like?
It's supposed to be a disaster.
Who would have put that together? Well, if you make cookies into a disaster, what's the worst thing that can happen? You eat them.
You eat them.
Now these you can't eat, but it's just fun to try. And then if you want to do it next year, you do it again. You can even make these for different holidays. So it's not just for Christmas. It's not just for the holidays during the end of the year. What if you did a white house with blue things on it, and it was kind of like a winter blues?
I love that one with the colors. That could go year round. Okay, Barry, we're running out of time, so I have to bring up the pants.
The pants.
What's with the pants?
Can you see the pants?
I'm kind of.
pants?
Hey!
Check this out.
She's got the pants too.
Woo.
She's got the pants. Now,
What
if you
is the
wanted
deal
to,
with the pants?
this could be a pair that you could wear.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Now, guess where
Look
I got
at that.
These are blankets that I found at where?
Thrift store.
The thrift store.
Yep.
And so for a few bucks, I bought these, and then I sewed them together.
Uh-huh.
I just took a pair of jeans and I cut them apart, and that's what I laid out for the pattern. And then I sewed them together. I put a rope around them
Yeah.
of the waist. I mean, this isn't fancy. This is Barry.
It's
You
Barry.
know. So then walking around with
Barry's-
these.
Barry is.
And aren't they? How do they feel when you wear
They're
them?
the Barry, this is like the perfect Christmas morning. I just opened my presents and we're watching movies all day. Pants. These are
Right.
and they're comfy and
Do those feel
warm
good? They look
and
good on you.
cute. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they're
short.
cute.
Sorry, guys.
And-
They look really good. I
So
can't,
if you-
I
if
can't
you're-
believe you made these.
If you're tired of the ugly sweater thing, how about some kooky pants thing?
Kooky
The
pants.
And that
kooky
could be-
pants, okay.
That could be fun. And these are almost Broncos.
I
If
was
you
gonna
if
say.
you squint,
I'm
Yeah.
vibing with those.
maybe
Yeah,
the
but
barrel man needs some pants these days.
I really like
Barrel
these.
man's gonna be
These are
very up.
super. Barry, always a pleasure to have you. Merry Christmas to
Christmas.
you and the family. And of course, Danny, those pants look fantastic on you. And I'm
walk
going to try mine on in just a sec.
I'd love you to see you in those.
These,
Because
I'm
wow,
going to rock
that's a
these
special
pants.
pair right
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm going to rock these. Okay, everybody, you can see more creations and connect with Barry by checking out his website, barrybrowncreative.com.